Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide today as we explore something literally so delicious and heartwarming. If you're into fresh food, awesome deals, and getting the whole family together around the table, you are in for such a treat. Today, we're unpacking a really fantastic local experience shared by a super passionate Nagasaki local, Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi. We're going to dive right into his spectacular, locally sourced family sushi party. I've got my energy way up, my appetite totally ready, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to host the ultimate sashimi feast. So, let's kick things off with a question. Have you ever wondered where the true locals go when they want the absolute best seafood? Well, as you'll see from our source material, folks in Nagasaki usually have this deep, personal connection with a specific local fishmonger right in their own neighborhood. Whether it's over in Sukimachi or Dozomachi, everyone has that one special shop they absolutely swear by when they need a spectacular sashimi platter or party hors d'oeuvres. So, where does a local expert go? Let's find out. Section 1, Meet the Guide and the Mother's Day Deal. First up, we really need to properly meet our guide for this explainer, the amazing Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi. This guy is actually a Google local guide level 10, which means he absolutely knows his stuff when it comes to the best hidden spots in the city. And his absolute go-to place for gathering with friends or hosting a party, it's a fantastic local fishmonger called Kouda Sengyo right in the Inasa shopping district. His story is just such a brilliant example of why you should follow your local shops on social media. So, while scrolling Instagram, Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi spotted this unbelievable Mother's Day campaign just for Koda Sengyo's followers. Get this, a massive, gorgeous sashimi platter that normally goes for 3,000 yen was marked down to just 2,500 yen. He was so blown away by the sheer size and value that he literally fired off a direct message immediately to lock in his order. It was such a steal, he even mentioned you didn't need to be greedy and order two. One was plenty for the whole family. And you know what's really interesting here? It's just how much the local community completely trusts this shop. When he went to pick up his order at 5 p.m. on the day before Mother's Day, he actually bumped right into an acquaintance who was like, "Of course we're ordering this campaign." After chatting with the shop owners, who, by the way, he knows by name and face, he found out they had gotten around 30 orders for that evening alone. That is wild. It just goes to show you, when a beloved local business offers a killer deal, the whole neighborhood absolutely shows up to celebrate. Section 2, Tamaki Sushi Party Time. Armed with this gorgeous discounted platter of incredibly fresh fish, Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi headed home to kick off a tamaki, or hand-rolled sushi party. The whole idea was for the kids to show their appreciation for their mom through a super fun interactive dinner. And honestly, there is just something so incredibly joyful about a family sitting around a table building their own perfect sushi rolls together, right? But here's the crucial point. A successful family sushi party isn't just about raw fish. If you want to keep the little ones smiling, you absolutely need variety. So they whipped up a whole spread of kid-friendly fillings to go right alongside that spectacular sashimi. We're talking sweet corn, savory sausage, sweet rolled tamagoyaki egg, crisp cucumber, and sea chicken, which is tuna. By the second half of dinner, the kids were having an absolute blast, piling these ingredients sky high on their seaweed, making what our guide jokingly called a total luxury plate. But for the adults, there is a real art to this whole thing. Let's look at Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi's exact 4-step method for crafting the absolute ultimate bite of hand-rolled sushi. Okay, step 1, lay down the seaweed and spread a nice, even layer of rice. Step 2, place a single highly fragrant shiso leaf right on top. Step 3, add a generous, thick slice of that incredibly fresh Kouda Sengyo sashimi. And finally, step 4, add just a tiny touch of wasabi, a quick dash of soy sauce, and eat the whole thing in one magnificent bite. I mean, just talking about his method makes you want to try it out immediately, doesn't it? Section 3, the seafood taste test. So, Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi gave us this wonderful breakdown of exactly what was on that 2,500 yen platter and how each and every fish tasted. And let me tell you, his sheer enthusiasm for the freshness of this Nagasaki seafood is completely infectious. First up was the yellowtail, which is also known as buri. He described the texture as literally bouncing, like it was that plump, firm, and just out-of-this-world fresh. And the fresh sardine, or iwashi, an absolute standout. He noted that the sardine paired so perfectly with green onions, creating this brilliant savory flavor combo that is just an absolute must-try for sure. Next on the platter was the cutlass fish, or tachio. What's really fascinating here is the heavy emphasis on texture. You see, freshness in seafood isn't just about the taste, it is all about the bite. He noted that the cutlass fish was beautifully firmed up, with an incredibly elastic, bouncy, and almost crunchy texture that made it a truly memorable part of the whole meal. Now, of course, when you're dining with a family, everyone has their favorites, right? And, well, there are versions too. This perfectly captures a classic family dinner moment. The kids absolutely went crazy for the salmon. It was a massive hit and wildly popular. On the flip side, there was the blackfish, or gure. Nogutube Noguchi noted that it tastes absolutely superb, but the kids actively avoided it simply because they didn't like the look of the skin. I mean, hey, more of the delicious blackfish for the adults, I suppose. And the great seafood divide definitely continued. The squid on the platter was completely left to Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi and his wife. The kids just wouldn't touch it. However, the aji, which is horse mackerel, was an entirely different story. He absolutely loves aji, but before he could even blink, the kids had totally devoured it all. It literally just vanished from the table. It's really fun to see how a big assortment like this caters to every single palate in the house. Section 4. Why local seafood wins. This whole explainer really highlights the pure, simple joy of a community-driven meal. By just keeping an eye on his favorite local shop's Instagram, Nogutube Noguchi Takeshi was able to snag an affordable, super high-quality feast that made Mother's Day incredibly special. It wasn't just a regular dinner. It was a vibrant, interactive family party fueled by the seasonal, fresh catch provided by a trusted local fishmonger. And I honestly think this quote perfectly sums up his entire experience. Nagasaki is a city where the sashimi is truly delicious. He finishes his review by expressing this profound satisfaction that no matter when you eat there, you can always enjoy fresh, seasonal fish. He highly recommends that anyone looking for amazing seafood follow Kouda Sengyo's Instagram to catch these deals and experience this quality for themselves. So, after exploring this wonderful, totally mouth-watering local Mother's Day celebration, I've just got to ask you, what will you wrap in your next tamaki sushi roll? Are you going to go for that bouncing yellowtail? Or maybe load it up with savory sausage and sweet corn like the kids? Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this fun and tasty explainer. I really hope this inspired you to visit your own local markets, find some fresh ingredients, and host a brilliant gathering of your own. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.